This podcast is part of the Planet Broadcasting Network.
Visit planetbroadcasting.com for more podcasts from our great mates.
Welcome to Primates, the podcast where we explore primates and popular culture from chimpanzee all the way down to chimpanzee. This week on the show, returning to the Monkey House, we have comedian, improviser, and Grub podcast host, as well as host of the web series Little Scamps. It's Mr. Ben Russell.
My name is Ben Russell. It's a joy and an honor, as well as a privilege, and it is a delight to be here. So...
And also, hang on. Sorry, I cut you off there. Were you
So think about that. That's what I was going to say.
All right, I'll have a quick think.
Yep.
Okay, now also joining us in the Monkey House this week from Triple J and the Do Go On podcast, it's Jess Perkins.
Hello, I'm Jess Perkins, and I've had a moment to think about it, and it is all of those things. It's a
True.
delight, a privilege, an honour, and the highlight of my week. Thank you so much for being a part of this.
This is the highlight?
Yeah, it's so good to have a reason to live.
It's been a tough week.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Every week's a tough week. I just look for something in it, and
Every week is a tough week. And then I just want to fucking die.
But the Primates podcast gives me a reason to get up
to
again.
try,
Yeah.
rhymes
And
with die.
try.
There we go.
You haven't let me finish.
You sound like you're a member of like the Pogues or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Shane McGowan's long lost dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Where'd you go? What kind of deadbeat dad are you?
Lost me in the bottom of a Guinness glass.
Oh, you just fucked off.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a bad dad.
Bad dad.
Well,
Bad dad!
I'm pretty sure Shane turned out fine, didn't he?
Matt Stewart is a bad dad.
Why were you counting the words?
To know if he could abbreviate it to
7.
be a number plate.
I think we trying to do a haiku or something.
It's 7. 7 words.
You did in record time today. Normally it takes you 9 or 10 words.
Yeah, but I just saw those words. I strung them together to say Matt Stewart is a bad dad.
Yeah, thank you.
Bad dad.
And
Bad
you-
dad.
Shane, if you're out there, please call your old man and wave. That is if you're alive, which I probably doubt you are. Hey, Ben, you've been on a few times. Jess, you've been on maybe more
Excellent
than anyone
choice.
else.
Oh, cool.
So you've both said in the past your favourite primates. Does that remain constant since your last appearances?
Probably.
Yeah, mine is still the same. Orangutan.
Orangutan, can't top it.
And I think I said chimps because I like to climb things.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that in them also.
Chimps are also very intelligent. Very
well,
intelligent.
no,
Violent.
Don't relate so much
Very
with that.
violent.
You do relate with the violence
Yeah.
and the climbing, mostly.
Violent
But
climbing.
the intelligence...
I mean, intelligent for chimps.
Yeah.
Chimps are intelligent for chimps.
Got it.
Which is intelligent for Jess Perkins.
Yes.
Perk eye.
Perk eye, yeah.
Just perk eyes.
Yeah, we are not a bright people.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Your whole family?
Yeah, pretty dumb.
What's the stupidest thing you've ever done?
I ran into a pole, the same pole about 3 times in primary school. Gave myself a concussion each time.
That's pretty silly.
3 times, same pole. Like,
You're
when will you
real.
learn?
Is that a family trait?
Yep. My brother also ran into that same pole
Really?
7 years
That
before
sounds
me.
like a
Perkins
curse.
pole.
The Perkins pole. They've named it after us. There's a little plaque on it now. And doctors were worried about me.
You should be climbing that pole.
Should be.
Climb
Hard to climb
unless-
a pole. It's like a fireman pole. How do you climb that?
When God puts a pole in your way,
Yeah.
climb it.
You're right.
Change.
Climate change.
Is real.
It's real, and we should be focusing on it now. Action now. That sounds like a joke, but that is serious.
Yeah. You're a very serious man.
I am. Can't help myself. This week, we're talking about a show that none of us had seen before.
No, because we're not from, that when it was around.
But you were from that place. I thought maybe you might have. I mean, I didn't think to ask you before you got here.
Yeah,
but-
my family traveled. I was in Australia by this time.
Right.
So
So we're talking about a show.
Oh, my family travelled.
Yeah. Were people of the world ever heard of that thing?
I'm sorry, my parents could only afford to go to Queensland.
That's pretty good.
That's
That's like
great.
the opposite of traveling, though.
Beautiful one day, perfect the next.
Mm.
That's what they used to say on the TV commercials.
Yeah, backwards. A backwards place.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
Australia's
place.
toilet.
No, lovely spot. And I'll be there coming up for the Brisbane Comedy Festival. So please do come along to those shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of backwards place, you're also going to be in Perth as well.
I'm going to be in Perth. I am in Perth right now. And I'll be here for the next 4 days or 5 days or something. Come see me at Rosie O'Grady's each night in the Perth Fringe World. You can check out details for all this at mattstewartcomedy.com/gigs. This week, though, we're going to be talking about a topic that the Patreon supporters of this show are super keen on.
I feel like they've given us a bum steer.
It's a show called Zoboomafoo.
I feel like they're taking the piss.
No, I think they're feeling nostalgia.
Zoboomafoo.
Zoboomafoo.
Nostalgia is such a dangerous thing because all you guys out there that suggested Zoboomafoo, you're like, Zoboomafoo, I loved this show. It's so good because you're remembering it from all the joy that it brought you as a stupid child.
Yeah.
But
And not just like regular level of kids being a little bit dumb. Like stupid for a kid.
yeah, like you were a stupid kid.
Yeah.
And this, without that nostalgia to give us pleasure and to inject that little bit of serotonin into our otherwise emotionless brains,
Yeah.
it just brought me confusion,
Anger.
boredom.
Yeah, a lot of boredom.
We watched the first episode, one called something about noses.
Are you sure it was the first episode?
Well, it said it was episode 1 of season 1,
It just seemed like
but they jumped
had-
straight in.
They didn't
Yeah.
even introduce themselves.
They were doing callbacks.
Yeah, they're like, you guys know this. And it's like, if this is episode 1, I don't know shit.
Well, maybe
Spoon feed me,
Yeah.
Chris and Martin.
You can't just expect that. Sort
they
of
were already
That's
ready
wrong.
for it to be shown in syndication, I think. The Nose Knows, yeah, episode 1, season 1. I'm guessing they recorded them out of order and then just chucked it
That's
up
what
first.
happened.
So episode 8, they're like, hi, I'm Chris, and this is my brother Martin. We're brothers.
We're
Kratt.
the Kratt brothers.
Kratt Brothers.
Kratt brothers. It's
And
great.
they've got that very like, oh my God, hey. Oh, wow. Thanks, Zoboomafoo.
The entire time, Ben, I was thinking, this is a Ben Russell show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was like, I can see Ben and Zave doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Except it would be a little bit more effed up.
Oh, it'd be so effed up. And so funny.
It was pretty.
That's what I
effed
mean.
up.
That's what F stands for.
Oh! It'd be funnied up.
It'd be funnied up. We'd funny it up.
Yeah, we'd funny it up.
Maybe for the people who don't know, I'm going to struggle to say it because it's spelt differently to how it's pronounced. Zoboomafoo. Oh, I think I nailed it. This is from
Zoboomafoo.
Zoboomafoo.
Yeah,
This
there
is
it
from
is.
IMDb from Stephanie Parrish. She says, Chris and Martin Kratt meet their friend Zoboomafoo, a talking Safika lemur from Madagascar, at the Animal Junction, a place where various other animals like to come and hang out.
Now, at first, the lemur is real.
Yeah.
And I love watching that little bastard jump.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that to me was the highlight of the show that we watched. He jumped in and jumped out. He climbed. He had a banana.
Yeah, he did eat a little banana. That was very cute.
And that was a joy. That was a joy to watch, and also watch the little bastard scamper out. Lots of fun. Top marks. And then it was replaced by a puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how they transitioned from real to Popeye, where they said, like, no chatting until he's had a snack.
Yeah.
And that I could relate to.
I think they said, as we all know.
Yeah, they did. As you know. You know, Zoboomafoo. He won't talk until he's had a snack. And I get that.
Yep.
Because I will not look at you until I've had a snack.
I'm like that with my morning coffee.
No, but really I am, though. It's a problem.
Watch out. Watch out. Jess hasn't had her snacky, boys.
Yeah. And then once I have, then I'm pleasant.
What's your favorite snack? Quickly, there's a gun to your family's head.
Barbecue shapes.
Too late. Their family is dead.
What?
Yeah, you did not make a choice quick enough.
Shit.
Barbecue shapes for our international listeners is a barbecue flavored cracker in
Yeah.
the shape of a hexagon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it barbecue flavored for our international listeners?
Barbecue flavor is international.
So
Yeah,
is it?
everyone gets barbecue.
It's just
Everyone's barbecue is different though.
Yeah, this is a good barbecue. Just take my word for that.
because
not
isn't
bad.
barbecue in America means something very different to what barbecue means
It's a bit
here.
more
No, it means
smoky.
barbecue, but our American barbecue flavor is what I consider a better flavor.
American barbecue flavor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like barbecue sauce.
They just do barbecue better.
I thought it was bigger
In
and it meant a
Australian.
different thing. Because the barbecue here will be like maybe like a 4-burner barbie with some sausages and some like meat patties,
Sure.
burgers, and maybe some grilled onions, and that's about it, right?
Yeah.
But over there, they'll put on like a pig, and then another pig, and
Well, I
maybe
think
like a dog, or
It's
maybe
still
no
called a
dogs.
barbecue, and I
Right.
think there's just scale.
I don't do dogs.
Just
I'm taking
scale
that
is-
back.
yeah,
that was
take-
allegedly.
Yeah.
Do you barbecue dogs over there?
No.
No.
So what about here? Do you barbecue dogs here?
No.
Okay, great.
Do you barbecue dogs here?
No,
No, I haven't.
no,
Not personally.
No.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
I'd call the cops on you.
Really?
Yeah, I would do the same. Ah, good. That's so good to know that
Yeah.
we're all in the
Yeah.
same.
We'd all
do-
call the cops.
we'd
That we all call the
yeah.
cops if
Someone
we
was
saw
cooking a
someone.
dog.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's not cool.
No, that's
Not
not cool.
cool.
Get a pig on there.
Yeah,
A
And that's
totally
fine.
different thing.
there's so many animals you
get
can
a pig
eat.
that's it's smarter than a dog.
Yeah,
And it's
But they're-
closer to humans.
but they're less cute.
yeah.
So,
Often, but some of them are pretty
oh
cute.
yeah, there's little teacup ones. Oh shit,
Oh, they're gorgeous.
they're so cute. Have you seen the one with he's wearing gumboots? He's wearing 4 little gumboots. It's like, did you buy a 4-pack or 2 2-packs?
How come? Because we use the pig. We use the pig in a lot of things. How come we don't drink drink pig milk?
Yeah.
Little piggy milk.
We will drink goat's milk, cow's milk,
Cows have 4 teats.
vulture
Yeah.
milk.
Pigs have 12 teats. That's 12 big ones.
Oh,
You could go to work on a big pink sour boy and just really go to town on some pig milk, make some family fig cheese.
there must be a reason.
There must.
Yeah.
It must probably be poisonous.
Poisonous pig milk.
Yeah.
Does make sense.
I'm not a pigologist, so I don't know that for sure.
Mm.
But I would like to. I'm pretty much. I'm going to say 99% sure pig milk is poison, and I will fight you if you want to argue.
No. I would love to see you drink a little bit of pig milk
I wouldn't. I don't want to die.
for primates. What animal milk would you drink that isn't commonly consumed?
I think. Well, I mean, you go back to the diet of the animal, right? What kind of flavor? I'd maybe someone. What kind of animals eat a lot of strawberries or chocolate?
Rabbits?
Rabbits. All right, I'd drink rabbit milk.
Because you want strawberry milk.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. I think that's how that works.
What animal does Nesquik come from?
Oh, that's a bunny.
That's
Yeah.
a rabbit
Yeah,
as
okay,
well,
great. Yeah, I'd go rabbit for sure.
What about Milo? What does Milo come from? A cricketer?
Cricketer,
A
yeah.
sportsman?
Yeah, Mark Tubby
drink-
Taylor.
Nope.
I think that'd be. Yeah, I think it used to be Tubby and Slats. They were the ones who used to get milked for Milo.
Yeah.
But I don't know who does it now. If it's still the opening partnership, and that's changing so often with the Australian cricket team.
I don't care.
Anyways, Zoboomafoo. So they, at the place that they're at, they introduce young viewers to the animal world through songs, video clips, and several forms of animation.
This animation, I did not. Problem I had with this animation is because Zoboomafoo goes into the animation world,
Yeah.
as well as the animated claymation boys, little chime in occasionally,
Yeah.
which is annoying.
You don't
Because it
like-
takes me out because we're dealing with real animals, and then all of a sudden you've got these fake little blobs that
Yeah.
are just
Yeah.
different made up animals, and I'm like, well, that's a confusing message that we're sending to our children, and the children are our future.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So
I forget that sometimes.
you know what happens if my child watches this and then gets confused about what's real and what's not, and then murders a bunch of people? What about that?
Well, look at it. I mean, this was in 1999, right? So
Yeah.
the children that were watching it then are the adults of now. And
Yeah.
look at how messed up the world is.
Yeah, thanks, Generation Xers.
So all I can say is there's a pretty clear link
Mm.
that this show has ruined the world.
Do you think a show like this could exist now? Because this did happen in a pre 9/11 world. Now,
It was a different time.
It was a
then, you
different
know?
time. Do you think now that we could see a show like this?
I don't think the after 9/11, I think talking animals, the world just wasn't ready to. It stopped hoping and stopped dreaming. You know.
Yeah.
And
Was the naivete was lost.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden you can't see, you can't prance about saying, oh, there's a banana.
and
Yeah.
also the imagery of when they open the closet, everything falls out.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
Yeah. That and apparently that's a running joke. So that happens on every episode.
And it's triggering.
Yeah.
Jess,
What?
do you need to talk it out?
No, thank you.
Would you like to sing it out?
Yes,
They do love to sing, don't they? They love
I
to
love
sing.
to sing.
I
Uh,
love to sing.
so you like the real lemur, but when he becomes a puppet,
He becomes an idiot too, by the way.
well, I
Yeah.
mean, he can talk all of a sudden.
Yeah, I know, but he can't he doesn't know anything.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
He's like an effalump, and they're like, it's an elephant, and he has to spend a solid few minutes trying to figure
Yeah,
out how
he
to say
freaks
the word
out.
elephant.
Yeah.
This episode was mainly about discovering elephants and other smelling
It
things.
had this loose theme of smelling, but it spent the majority of it on this little baby elephant, which was cute, and his
Very
name was
cute.
Toothbrush. But I was just wondering how much they, it's the 90s. Animal welfare is not what it is now.
They really did a lot of close-ups on its eye.
Nice.
Yeah, and the eye was screaming, "Help me!"
It really
Yeah.
did look like the eye was going, please.
Lifted up its leg, and
Yeah,
elephants. This is why elephants don't do that sort of training unless they've been tortured.
Right.
yeah,
That's
that's
why
not
you
a
should never go
natural
on
thing they
elephant
do.
rides
No.
because in order to get them to ride people, they've been tortured.
It's probably the same with most animals, right? Horses don't naturally want you to ride them, do they? Or do they?
Yeah, I
Is
guess
that,
so.
is that their natural state?
I don't know. I can't speak for the horse.
Zebras? Can you talk about them?
Zebras don't have a very strong back,
Really?
so they're not actually good rideable
Yeah, don't ride
cloven
Oh.
cloven animals.
Right.
What about donkeys? Because are they?
Donkey's
they're-
great, very strong.
But aren't they closely related, or am I wrong?
They are of the same family, yes, but the donkey
very strong.
very strong.
If you breed a black and white donkey, that's how you get a zebra.
Oh,
I think, is that right?
But then they have the weak backs.
Yeah, because they get the worst back of both.
Yeah, yeah.
The black and the white
and
donkey.
the black and the white donkey were siblings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
that's right. Much like the royal family,
yeah,
end up with a weak back.
yeah. So
But, living in a beautiful place.
La Vida Loca.
You are living the old La Vida Loca. Okay, let me finish this Stephanie Paris.
Oh, if you
It
must.
started. Okay, sorry. Please continue.
She says, Zubu, as they often call it, they change it to Zubu or Zabu, also tells stories about his imaginary world of Zabuland, and a little girl named Jackie and the animal helpers provide short reports on ways people interact with animals. Through education, this upbeat show encourages kids to make an animal friend today.
Oh God, that's not a great message. Because
Yeah.
what if a kid goes out the back and there's a snake in the backyard?
Well, they had that was in one of the
That's right.
segments.
Yeah, garter snake.
I'm guessing that was Jackie. Maybe she's
Or a
like,
That was Jackie.
Scorpion.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't I'm gonna make friends with this mountain lion.
Yeah, don't do that.
Make friends with a bear.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up and cuddle that bear.
I wonder how many kids
dead.
died
You're dead.
after watching this show.
And it's a
many.
Canadian television show, isn't it?
Right. There's
So
a lot
it's
of
like-
moose.
Moose, they're huge. They'll
Beavers?
kill you. Beavers, they'll kill you too.
I got a real dream to see a moose one day. That's a real dream of mine.
Wow, what a dream.
Dream big.
I'm dreaming as big as I can. I went to Yellowstone Park a few years back in a state of America, and they had. I wanted to see. I had a list. I had the big four. I wanted to see a moose. I wanted to see a bear. I wanted to see a North American bison, and I wanted to see some sort of elk.
Mm-hmm.
I saw 3 of the 4.
Whoa.
Did not get the moose.
You got
That's
the bear?
not bad though.
Got the bear.
Nice.
Yeah, got a baby black bear.
Oh, cute. You
And
give it a
that-
cuddle?
No.
Correct.
Okay, good.
Well done.
Well, I hadn't seen the Kratts yet, so I didn't know. I didn't know the Kratt brothers and them preaching hug a bear.
Yeah.
Hug a bear, whether or not it's going to kill you. Do it.
Just do it.
Do it. Either way.
You'll regret it if you don't hug that bear.
Yeah, I do regret it a little bit. So they were right in that way.
Yeah, well.
But it was well in the distance, but apparently they can cover some territory.
Oh.
So you're meant to stay a fair way back.
Yeah.
So I stood back 15 feet.
Good on you,
And
mate.
I'm like, I'm not going to get any closer than this.
Good
Yeah,
on you.
good.
Yeah.
Good on you, dude.
They can take down. Yeah, thank you. So, so there's a user review on IMDb about this show, and it is by a user called Gazpel. Okay. Are you ready for this? Do you want to? Because what's your opinion on the show so far?
I mean, I didn't grow up with it. I have no attachment to it. I liked the elephant, but I didn't really connect with the hosts or Zoboomafoo outside of being a real lemur. And he's not from Zululand. He's from Madagascar, and his ecosystem has been destroyed by vanilla farmers. So, that's not real. That's the real stuff. Oh, kids, you little ice creams, they're killing Zaboo. That's what we should be saying.
Stop eating ice cream.
Stop eating ice creams, you little bitches.
That's what we should be. The message should be getting out via PBS.
Yeah. Well, at least vanilla ice creams,
Yeah.
But also, you don't want to put out those poor farmers because they're just trying to do their own thing. It's a delicate, problem.
Hard, yeah.
You can't just say don't do this because then, it'll lead to more problems.
Maybe some sort of balance.
I need a balance.
Maybe the farmers could get the lemurs to work on the farm
That would be sick,
Right.
actually.
and pay them.
Yeah, of
Not
course.
just like slave.
No.
Pay the animals very well, and then the animals will, they'll get too wealthy, and then they'll.
And then big animal will come in.
Yeah.
Oh, then what happens?
They'll fucking buy up all the bananas, and then bananas will blow out.
Yeah.
This is a classic monkey paw scenario. You
God.
made a wish.
Yeah.
Now you got to deal with the consequences. Now I got monkey overlords.
Yeah, good. I
Yeah.
reckon that'd be all
Well,
right.
bet they do a better job than those bloody clowns up in Capitol Hill. All right. Hey,
Woo!
hey, House of Representatives. Oh, let's call that the monkey house. Am I right?
Yeah, bloody hell.
Seriously, go see Matt live, and you can check out those shows at mattstewartcomedy.com/gigs.
That was just improvised.
That was
wasn't
improvised.
actually written.
I will do some political gear on the show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I will take down a few of those
Fat cats.
fat cats sitting up high, sitting pretty up on that polished mountain of theirs.
Yeah.
You are so brave.
Yes,
You're the bravest person I know.
I know. I mean, I know. Because you're an improviser. You don't tackle real issues like I do.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't
You
even
go,
know,
hey,
you
give
don't
me
even
a-
know who I am.
Give me
You're
a
a sheep. That's who you are.
give me a
What?
animal. Give me a job. All right, I'm a sheep producer now. Now I'm producing sheep, and then you play out a
In
very
Hollywood.
realistic sheep producing scene.
I just got a message from the king of comedy, and they said you're fired.
Your show in Perth apparently smashed all the records.
It smashed the records of being the coolest show in the
Oh.
world. Yeah. And I don't mean temperature. I mean
Oh.
actual being really sick and cool.
I've heard it's been influential.
Yeah, very exciting. The most exciting show, and the most cool, and also the most generous
Mm.
and
Woke?
famous. No,
Famous
not
show.
woke.
Not woke at all.
I trigger people a lot actually because it's bloody PC police. It's got down. And
Anyway, this is a user review for Zoboomafoo.
Oh, right, yeah.
So-
from Gazpal.
From Gazpal, yes. She says, perhaps it's because of the slight crushes I have on the Kratts, or maybe because of my love of the animals. But either way, I get the best of both worlds on this show.
Oh, God. What are you doing, Gaspar?
She gets to maz out and
Yeah.
also get educated.
That's what it sounds like.
I reckon she's Maz to the Kratts.
Yeah, definitely.
Maz.
Maz to the Kratts.
Is that an American term? Mazd?
I think people can get it from
Yeah,
context.
people understand what I mean.
Regardless of where you come from.
I don't get it. I just haven't heard it before, and I'm
No,
just wondering.
you don't.
Mazin
Did
to
you
the
br-
Kratts.
Did you bring that? Did you bring that in with you when you set sail on those 4 ocean score?
Yeah, I did not declare Maz. They were like, "You got any bits to declare?" And I was like, "Oh, I got one thing about
One in the back
one
pocket.
of the clowns in Canberra, but and they're like, we'll be taking that one. You can't be doing that." And I just said sorry and paid a little fine, but I kept the Maz. I kept Mazin
Get Mazin.
Yeah.
in my pocket.
I think she agrees with you here, though. She says, I really wish the claymations would go.
Yeah.
Weakest port. Weakest port.
They're not good.
Weakest port.
Weakest port.
She says, that's when I really feel like I'm watching a kid's show.
Oh, okay. Before that, what did you feel?
Before that, I was just getting on.
Like high art.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just watching a kid's show.
This is a show
alone.
for everyone.
I'd be interested to see what other animals they have. They had just shots of this little weasel.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
scurrying
what's that
about.
little dude doing?
They just had a weasel in there, and they were just like, fucking weaseling about.
Mm.
And I was like, this is a kids' show. You can't have a weasel in there. That's an adult animal.
Yeah,
That's
that
an
is.
The
like,
weasel.
I think the most adult animal is, I mean, weasel definitely is in there. Yeah.
Toad?
Toad? You reckon a toad's pretty adult?
Yeah.
That's an after dark
Yeah.
reptile.
Yeah.
I reckon
Amphibian.
I mean, no offense, this is going to offend people, but I think the dolphin is a little bit too hot for, children. I don't think children.
Yeah. Flipper
So-
was a
I
bit
don't think
risque.
children should be. I think that was wrong.
Yeah.
If we could go back in time, I think Flipper is dated because it's inappropriate to show children dolphins.
Mm.
I don't think it's right.
Mm-hmm.
And why is that?
Just because they're so smooth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should never have something that smooth.
Yeah, it brings up a lot of confusing questions for kids.
I don't want.
Why is that so smooth?
Yeah, I don't want to fucking answer that question.
Yeah, I don't know how to talk to
wanna
my
tell
kid about that.
I don't want my niece to be asking me why is that animal so smooth. I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't choose which animals were smooth and which weren't.
Stop
because
looking at it with such.
If I did, then I would make every animal not smooth.
Yeah.
The roughest, coarsest thing you can ever.
Even dogs.
Well, you mean I think dogs are. I look beyond the fur.
Sure.
Okay? So the fur can be smooth, but underneath you got that little pink, little dog skin
Yeah.
just hanging about, getting all wrinkly and shit, and I
Yeah.
love it. You ever seen a dog skin? It's fucking. It's like dogs are all made of testicles. Like that skin, the testicle skin.
Now I get it.
Not
Yeah.
just testicles.
Just testicles.
Testicle skin.
Dogs, yeah, they're not all made of testicles.
They're
Don't be
not just
ridiculous.
balls everywhere.
Yeah.
They're the skin.
But luckily, they've got clothes on, and that clothes is their hair.
Yeah, the furry
Yeah.
boys. You've got a fur baby. Is that what you describe your dog as?
No, I would never call my dog a fur baby.
Right.
Hmm.
I was reading an article, a political article, as I like to stay informed.
Do you just call every article a political article?
It's a bit of political. And the writer's byline had their name, their job as sub-editor, political sub-editor. And,
For BuzzFeed.
and then mum to fur baby dash hand or something. In the byline of a... Isn't that wild? That felt...
The only place I think that is even vaguely appropriate is on Mamma Mia or articles on 9 Honey.
Right. Well,
That's where people want a little bit of whimsy.
they're the only two news
Yeah.
sources I read,
yeah,
so I assume
That's
it
right.
was
that's,
on-
that's
news.
all right then. Then I say it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah.
So the animal who plays
Zoboomafoo.
Zoboomafoo is a cockerel safaka.
Oh, Matt.
You're a
Zafaka!
What are you
Yeah.
saying?
You're a bit of a cockerel, Zafaka.
He,
In that you are cheeky like a lemur.
You are a cheeky boy.
he was played by a real, well, at least at the very beginning, a real safaka called Jovian. And
Jovian.
Jovian.
Like the moons of Jupiter. Jovian moons.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, dead set, man.
God,
I'm-
you're cool. How'd you know that?
Yeah, whatever. I
That's
just fucking,
sick.
I read, man. It's
Do
cool.
you?
Yeah.
Do you like planets?
I like planets.
Which is your
actually.
favorite one?
I'm actually planning a podcast. It's called Planet Boys.
I love it.
And we go through all the planets A through chimpanzee.
Planet pals.
Planet Pals. That's even
Yeah.
better. Well done,
Very
thank
good.
you. Or Planet, and it's called Planet Network.
Yeah.
That sounds good. I'd listen
Yeah.
to that. I'd love to know about planets.
And we'll do it a daily one called the Daily Planet.
Yeah, that's good.
That sounds like it's going to be a hectic schedule.
Yeah,
for
it's a
you.
lot of work.
Yeah, well, I'm hectic.
You are hectic. People describe it that way often.
I'm hectos.
Heckers.
Hectos to the maxos.
I found an article about Jovian. It's not the
Jovian,
happiest article because
Uh-oh.
it's about him passing away, but it does describe him as Curious, saying he bounced, snacked, and stared blankly at kids during the 65 episode run.
He bounced, snacked, and stared blankly. What a great thing to... he bounced and snacked. What else did he do? I don't know. He just stared blankly. Great. Stared blankly.
Almost as if he hated his life.
Yeah. He wished he bounced, snacked, and wished death upon the children.
And
They're calling that curious. He hated everything.
this is from co-host Martin Kratt reminiscing.
Marty
later.
Kratz, yep.
He'd jump in through the window and we'd feed him mangoes and garbanzo beans. Sometimes he'd grab our noses with those soft safaka hands.
Little soft fucker.
Apparently, Jovian passed away at the age of 20 years
Oh.
in 2014.
That's got to be pretty good for a lemur. It is sad, like, when you think about it, all the animals that you saw in your favorite TV shows, they're all dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're fully dead.
They're dead by now.
Yeah.
But it's not just that; it's also all the lovely elderly people in shows you loved.
They're dead too.
Oh, dead.
Elderly people are animals too.
That's true.
Yeah.
I do forget that we're all animals.
Yeah. What's your favorite animal? Mine's an elderly person.
Yeah.
Imagine being a teacher in a grade 1 and all the kids just have to draw a picture of their favorite animal and some weird little kid.
This is my dad. This is my grandpa.
He's my favorite.
This is him yelling at the TV.
He loves yelling at the TV. You'd worry about that kid, you know?
Not me. I'd make him president.
The cockerel safaka is endangered.
Yep.
In size, it's about 3 to 3.5 feet tall, including tail.
It's about Ben's height.
Yeah.
I'm a safaka.
It's mainly arboreal.
Yeah, that's true.
Loves living in
Checks
those.
It's not gonna. You ever seen
Trees.
a fucking lemur just chilling out in the ground?
Nah.
Well,
weird.
have you watched Zoboomafoo?
Sitting
Yeah.
on a banana lounge, sipping a cocktail. No thanks.
I would pay someone hundreds of dollars to show me that right now.
Hundreds.
I'd pay you $500.
This is according to the San Diego Zoo website.
Yep.
San Diego, of course, meaning whale's vagina. That's
There
a
we
reference
go.
from a
Anchorman.
Anchorman, yes.
Yeah, can't make your own comedy, have to steal from other people. Classic. Go see his Perth show. He does. It's just one man, Anchorman.
I'm just quoting Anchorman.
Love lamp, he says.
Yeah.
I'd say that, and
I preferred this. I preferred your show where you just did Simpsons quotes.
That's also a good show. It's a good show. I had a lot more to quote from there because it's a much longer running show.
That's true.
There's only 2 episodes of Anchorman.
Well, by episodes you mean movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think there's a 3rd if you count the other one. But get this. According to the San Diego Zoo website,
Yeah.
What other one?
they can jump nearly 40 feet to move from one tree to another.
40
40
feet?
feet.
40 feet.
That's like 40-foot long subs.
Up
Yeah.
or just across?
Imagine that.
That's heaps.
I'm guessing across.
Okay.
Imagine you could jump 40 feet in the air.
That'd be
That'd be terrifying.
I'd be like, let's get him playing some hoops.
Yeah. And then we'd make
Lemurs playing hoops.
a sequel to Flubber,
Yeah, I'd pay $500 to see that.
but it's called Lemur. We'll be rich.
Okay.
Yeah, Airbud. They got a dog playing basketball. Just get a little team of lemurs. Cute.
Lemur team.
Lemur
That's what we're
team,
gonna
team of
call it.
lemurs.
Lemur team. And then the players play against it are like, you want us to play against some lemurs? Yeah, and then the lemurs kick their ass.
That would be a really big hit.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah,
very
it really
cute.
actually would.
I might edit that. I'll just bleep that whole part.
Yeah, redact it.
Redacted.
Redacted.
Apparently, the safakas begin their daily activities at sunrise. They often sun themselves in the treetops before spending the rest of the day moving through the trees to find food. What a lifestyle.
Yeah, just like you.
That is pretty much how I live.
As the sun rises, you can be seen in your little. You got nice little bay windows. You're just sunning yourself.
Yeah.
And you're getting the full morning sun against your little pale breasts.
Well, my breasts, they are very pale.
Yeah.
I was about to try and defend myself there, but I have super
I know.
pale
I've
breasts.
seen you. I've seen you with your.
You've seen my breasts?
I've seen you with your top off. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No.
Sorry about that.
No, it made me feel really good.
About yourself.
What do you think about the Kratts? Do you reckon they're attractive men?
I reckon maybe if I was watching this in 1999, I would have thought so. No, I was 9. I don't think I had a concept of like
what about
attractive
if you were
men.
your age now in 1999?
Oh, maybe. But also, then any kids show presenters always come across a bit patronising.
They
to
were
an
very
adult.
patronising, I
Yeah.
feel, because they were all like, "Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
oh, what are we even laughing at?"
Yeah, it was a bit embarrassing.
No, yeah,
So that would be a turn off.
yeah. I don't like it when they patronise.
No. But I think they're fine looking. I kind of hoped that they'd have a seedy past, but I looked them up and they seem to be fine.
Squeaky clean.
Yeah,
The squeaky
both
clean
like
Kratts.
married to the same. Not that they haven't
same
married the
woman.
same lady, but they've both been married for a long time, and they've both got 2 sons. They seem like
they
they're
do
fine.
everything together, the Kratts.
Yeah,
Now there's a whole brood of Kratts.
there's Kratts everywhere.
And you were upset that they knew they had credentials. behind them.
yeah, so Martin, I think it was Martin, had a degree in zoology, and Chris has a degree in biology, which feels less relevant but probably helpful.
Yeah.
yeah.
But the zoology thing, I was like, oh, you're not just like kids entertainers, paid actors kind of thing. Because I did notice, I was like, they're very comfortable with animals for like actors. Because I probably would look a bit uncomfortable hanging
You'd
out with a
freak.
baby elephant.
You'd
I'd be like,
freak
oh,
it.
don't kill me. But they were very comfortable, so I was like, well, maybe. And then they've got credentials, so they actually like animals.
What's your beef with the Kratts? Why were you going up? Why were you looking for dirt?
Maybe just because I just kind of love it when kids entertainers turn out to be creeps.
Really?
It's a bit funny.
Is it?
Much later.
Slippery slope you're on right now.
Anyway, no, they were very patronising, and I was like, surely.
Yeah.
And also, like, they're brothers. I don't know how they're taking each other seriously, being so over the top and kids entertainery, you know?
I reckon they would have had some disputes during the filming.
Big time.
They would have been like, "Oh my god, we're having such a great time." Okay, cut. God damn it, Martin.
Yeah.
You didn't bounce in a scene
Because you're
enough.
probably need to laugh. You need to laugh at nothing more.
And there's one point where they're just running through, like, the woods and they're laughing. It's like, you're 30 and 35 at this point.
Yeah.
You know,
there is
why
that.
are you just running through the woods laughing? You psychos.
It was the plot. The plot became a little bit muddy in it because they wanted to get Toothbrush, which is the big elephant, to its herd again.
Yeah.
And they were like, we need a bloodhound to do this because the theme was noses and smelling. So then they got a turkey vulture, which had powerful smell, but they were like, no, we need a bloodhound. And then while they were getting the bloodhound, the elephant just left and found its herd. So then they got the bloodhound, ran through the woods laughing, and then found the herd,
Yeah.
and that was it. It was all. That was and then they were like, okay, let's go back home.
Yeah. They tried to pick up a stick at one point,
Yeah.
2 of them, and fell over and laughed.
Yeah.
It's
So
like,
it really crumbled under its own kind of.
I mean, what it sounds like to me is you're a couple of people who don't like seeing others enjoy themselves.
yeah, we're
just
jealous.
because something is for children doesn't mean you have to not pay attention to logic and narrative. Okay, it's no excuse. Children deserve good stories too.
And logic.
Yeah.
They deserve that. They need it. They crave it.
Yeah, kids crave logic.
Yes. And discipline. Is that the saying? I don't know. Structure, I think people
Structure.
say.
I think it's
Kids
just
crave
structure.
structure, not discipline. Don't. Oh, God.
So Jess thinks that it's okay to hit
No.
a child.
No. Hit them with a cuddle. Hit them with good vibes.
Discipline
I'm
doesn't
going to
mean
smack
hitting.
you on your bottom with these great positive vibes.
Yeah. Then you're going to feel
I'm gonna
confident.
take my belt off so that I can give it to you.
So you can keep up your pants.
I'm going to use this wooden spoon to mix some cookies. That's a terrifying household.
Yeah. I like to keep my kids on edge.
How many children do you have?
8.
That's a big brood.
Yeah.
a big
It's
old
too
brood.
many.
Do you know what's causing it?
No.
You don't know what's causing it.
They just keep happening. There's another one. There's another one.
Where do they come from?
Were you wooden spooned as a child?
I was threatened with the wooden spoon. And I think I got it once in my lifetime.
Yeah, I feel like I got spooned.
I was never wooden spooned.
Nah.
Definitely smacked on
Yeah.
the bum.
Yeah, definitely hand smack.
Hand smack on the bum.
It was a different time. This is-
Only a couple of times.
Right.
Wasn't a frequent
And
thing.
I'm fine, you know? I just cry and I don't know why.
Yeah. My therapist is really close to figuring out what's wrong.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
very exciting.
Nothing's wrong with me. I got smacked and I'm fine. I just haven't had a good sleep because I wake at night
Screaming.
screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screaming, Mum, no.
Please, no, Mum, not the spoon. I yell.
Yeah.
So, no.
Anyway, about this monkey.
A few people, so I mentioned on the Patreon's Facebook group that we're going to be talking about this because they're the ones who really pushed hard for it. And I, at the moment, think they're probably not going to be, I don't know. I mean, maybe because they are all lovers of this show, obviously.
People don't know what they want, you know?
And Ben did say up the top that if you've grown up with this and you're seeing it through the lens of nostalgia, it is very different to our experience of it, having never seen it before and just watching it before
Do you
we
have
recorded.
something that you like in terms of that is comparable? That's something that you were like, this is amazing because of nostalgia, and then maybe watch back and you're like, oh,
I worry that my love of Wayne's World is that.
I think-
But yeah, you say it holds up, but it's the same thing for you.
Yeah, that's true. And last week we did an episode on Monkey Magic, and I had that as well, and it held up on rewatch. It was still a lot of fun.
Oh, that's good.
Slightly different, but yeah, I imagine. But Raywin, who was in as well, hadn't seen it before, and she was less into it probably because
Yeah.
she didn't have the nostalgia attached.
Exactly.
So it is tricky, and because no one in Australia has ever seen this, it was hard for me to get someone with nostalgia for it in. I don't think anyone. I haven't talked to anyone who's even heard of it before.
No.
Zoboomafoo, and you lived in there. You lived
In there. You lived
lived
in
in there.
Animal Corner.
You
Whatever
lived up
that
there
is.
in the north
I lived
of
in
America.
North America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where PBS is from, and this is a PBS program,
Okay.
which is also where shows like Sesame Street started. So there were shows that did kick off around the world, and still go on. I think Sesame Street, but yeah, this one only ran for 2. Is that true?
Yeah.
It went for 2 seasons. Michael J. Roboski says that it was on the same channel as Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Are you familiar with
I
that?
am familiar with Mr.
'Cause
Robert.
I've heard of that,
yeah.
but that's another big American thing that didn't make it out here.
Oh, it was very good. I remember when I would go over to visit. See, that's the thing. I would go over to visit my grandparents quite frequently as a child.
Because your parents didn't love you.
No, they came with.
Did they?
No, now that you mentioned, they didn't.
They said, we're right there. Just sit on the plane. I'll be
Yeah.
with you in a
They
moment.
just left me in the airport. And I would always watch Mr. Rogers because it was a great show.
Right.
But I don't remember Zoboomafoo at all.
Yeah.
Not for the life of me. But Mr. Rogers was a little bit earlier as well
Right.
and went for longer in terms of seasons. This is only 1999 to 2001. So that really wasn't a great time for me watching shit over in the US, I think.
You wouldn't have been the target audience by
No.
then anyway. You were too
No.
old for it.
Yeah. So grow up.
Yeah, grow up.
I'm get the Australian equal of this, I'd say, is probably Totally Wild, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
In that case, it's much better than Totally Wild. Totally Wild sucks.
Yeah, as a kid, I did not enjoy Totally
No,
Wild.
I never liked it.
No, who did?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone enjoyed Totally Wild.
No.
It didn't have all the this has way more fun elements you
Yeah.
can see kids getting right into, but it felt like it took a lot of those out.
Yeah, it was boring.
Yeah,
It was like, how can we make animals boring?
Yeah.
How can we make Australian animals the most boring thing ever?
We got
When
some
really-
cool animals.
We got some great animals.
How cool are platypuses?
they're right up there
platypi.
for me.
Platypi.
Some
They're
of my
sick.
favorite.
They're so cool.
Yeah, I
The
saw
little
one
bills?
in the wild.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Really?
cool. I don't think
Apparently
I've
they're
seen one.
very rare to see in the wild.
That's because they go invisible when humans are around.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how'd you get past that?
Obviously, it was fucking caught it sleeping.
Yeah. Snuck up on it.
Yeah.
Ben is very stealthy and quiet.
I'm one of the sneakiest little
You are a sneaky little
motherfuckers you'll ever
boy.
know.
Yeah.
They also have
Sneaky boy.
You seem caught off guard by that.
I think you would have got away with it if you didn't acknowledge, because I didn't realise.
I'm a sneaky little boy. I don't even sneak up on myself.
Ben just shouted himself
Yeah.
and was taken off guard. Kendra Mickles says that this is the show that taught her what a lemur was, and she can't see a lemur without thinking about Zoboomafoo.
Right. Zoboomafoo.
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 But apparently, according to Gregory Gripman, the Kratt brothers still have an animated show called The Wild Kratts, so they're still making stuff.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, they're still doing stuff. And, apparently a couple of their kids appear here and there.
So they're like a Canadian Steve Irwin.
Yeah, they did have that feel because they had that sort of
Yeah.
fearless around animals thing. I've watched this other clip. Someone suggested I watch this mini doco about it on Defunct TV on YouTube. And yeah, they showed them on previous shows getting right up and presenting the camera behind wildcats,
Oh, yeah.
just within the same shot. And they seem to be very chilled out about it all.
Yeah, nah.
And still doing that real goofy...
As in Wildcats, the NBL.
the
the
Perth
Perth
Australian
Wildcats.
Wildcats.
Huh.
Yeah, there was
Basketball
Andrew
team.
Vlahov was
Yeah.
there. Was probably the only Wildcat I can think of. And
Andrew Gaze.
he never played for the Wildcats.
Nobody knows.
Who knows?
Who knows? There's
I
no
don't
way
know.
to find
Lindsay
out.
Gaze was there too.
Yep.
Greg Birchov.
Wow.
Sylvia Deans.
Bruce Bolden.
Michael Who.
Are these real ones?
Jim Jem.
Jim Jam. Jimmy
Jim
Jams.
Jem.
Yep, who's there?
They're all there. According to Noah Over, he says that apparently where it was filmed at Duke Lemur Center, or where part of it was, is home to the largest population of lemurs outside of Madagascar.
Wow.
Number 2, just at this one place at Duke. That'd be Duke.
Duke!
Duke's a big college, right?
Yeah, one of them went there.
Duke
University,
dude.
Dude.
Martin.
Lemurs rule.
Yeah, Chris went to Carlton College. So it must have been Martin that went to Duke. Or I could be wrong.
Duke.
No, he went to Duke. Duke! Sorry. He went to Duke! And that's where he got
Lemurs rule.
his Bachelor of Science in Zoology.
In order to film the show, a custom-made animal soundstage was constructed on the Duke University campus. Martin got his, you just said this, zoology degree.
I'm going to do it at my alma mater. Dude.
Alma mater means old uni.
I don't know. All I know is that Americans won't shut up about their alma mater, dude.
Yeah.
Alma mater. I love that.
Alma mater! Duke!
Now, do you have any other interesting things you want to tell us? Any sort of insights that you've seen into the show Zoboomafoo?
Closer. Well done.
Thank you.
The
The Kratts, anything? What did you feel about it? How about we rate the show in our classic style out of bananas?
Mm-hmm.
How many bananas do you give it? How big is the bunch that you're giving the bananas from, and how ripe are those bananas?
And are those bananas the ones with the wax tips?
Yeah, they got a red wax tip. Are they eco-friendly?
Yeah. People, international people don't really have the wax boys.
They don't have the red wax tips.
Yeah, we had one on Gamey Game a few weeks ago, and
People just
the
freak the
main
fuck
comment on that episode was, "What's on that banana?"
What's with the red tips,
Yeah.
man?
And I was like, we had a lot of great jokes and some interesting content. Do
Yeah.
you feel like commenting on that? No? Okay. Let's talk about bananas then.
No, sometimes
that's
bananas have little wax boys in the end.
That's an Australian thing. Hey, and they say we don't have our own culture here.
Think again.
Red wax and Jimmy Barnes.
I'm going to give it 3 bananas out of 10.
Okay, that's lowish. How ripe are those bananas though?
They're like, eat them in the next couple of days.
Okay, so slightly underdone.
Yeah. But after a couple of days, no good.
Wow, look at a short window.
Yeah.
2 green bananas out of 5.
Okay, that's pretty. I'm gonna say, look, I'm coming out.
Green's bad.
Green's bad, but
Yeah,
but
you know, there's nothing worse than having a banana button into a banana and getting a crunch.
Oh,
yeah. Well,
Yuck.
that's no good.
you really got to work your way through
Oh,
it.
you're just like, no, I just spit that bad boy
Yeah.
right out. It's too late.
Yeah.
You fucked it.
You fucked it.
I would say that you've got a great edible banana in your future though. If you're eating it, if you got green.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
you've
not
already
right
been
now.
into it. You've already been into it.
Yeah,
You can't put that back.
It's 2 green boys. You've bitten into one. You'd be like, what's it? Oh,
Yeah.
well, maybe this one's better.
Yeah.
Wow, so you're an idiot.
Yeah,
You keep trying.
yeah. I'm an idiot because
I
I
don't know.
watched Zoboomafoo.
I don't know if that's an idiot
Not-
to keep trying.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hey, well, what's the definition of an idiot? It's to try the same thing and expect
Expect a different result.
That's not the definition of an idiot.
Oh.
Idiot.
The problem that I have with it is that there is not. Thank you. Is that there is not enough lemur in it,
Yeah.
and we are a primate podcast.
That's true. Yeah.
You know,
More lemur,
so
but
why?
less pape lemur.
Yeah, why are we? I mean, puppet. I would even go for more pape and less cratty,
Yeah.
less elephant.
Yeah.
Get the puppet in there. You know,
Cute elephant, though.
I need to really justify its existence on this podcast. I wanted more primate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was my main criticism, and
I mean,
Criticism.
more criticism.
Fuck,
that's
you
good.
say there wasn't much.
That's so good. I wish I had said that.
You said there wasn't very much lemur.
Mm.
Zoboomafoo, the title character,
Mm-hmm.
was there and as an actual lemur played by Jovian,
Mm-hmm.
as a puppet.
Played
As-
by.
Yeah, look it up. It's important.
Jeez, this guy. Oh, hello. Hang on. And
Just
thank
trying to fuck you up a little bit. I didn't expect you to actually look it up.
You go with the puppet. Here we go. Could you guys say? Oh, Ottawa-born puppeteer Gord Robinson.
Gordy.
Gord. Puppet, real lemur, drawn animation,
Yeah.
claymation.
Yeah.
That's 4 different kinds of.
Yeah, but more.
Okay.
Well, you're not
Right.
saying more
More media.
mediums, just saying more lemur.
Right. Okay.
Does that make sense?
So like 2.
Less media, more lemur.
So maybe 2 if there was a second lemur. So we mean more lemurs.
Yeah. Maybe there could be a pack of them.
Oh, playing basketball.
Yes! Now we're talking.
So you really want to change the show?
To a feature film where lemurs play basketball.
Yeah, I think that's what.
They end up winning everything.
Yeah, I think that this show would be much better as a completely different show.
Yeah. What animal would their coach be?
Um,
Or would they have a human?
And Lindsay Gaze.
Oh, yeah, Lindsay Gaze. Great.
Or Bob.
Saget.
Bub, bub,
Bub,
bub,
bub, bub,
bub, bub, bub, bub, bub, bub, bub, bub. He's
I've
good.
actually
He is
had a
good.
stroke. So.
So I think I watched it as if I was a child in 1999.
Mhm.
I went
Which
back.
You were not.
Look, I was a teen, and I went back.
Late
had-
teen.
You had troubles. You were a troubled.
I was a troubled teen. Sure, I was a troubled teen.
Growing up in those streets of Tasmania,
My body was going through changes.
Yeah.
I
You didn't understand.
didn't understand.
eating all the apples,
Uh,
running in, getting your little fingers in it, caught in everywhere.
Yeah, you kept getting your fingers caught everywhere.
There's the weirdest Mandela effect where a lot of people think I grew up in Tasmania. And I've... so many people think I grew up in Tasmania. Anyway.
A lot of people thought I moved to Sydney.
Right.
A lot of people. Like, I would turn up to gigs and be like, oh, how long are you in town for? I'm like, I live here.
Oh, I have
I
my
don't-
whole life.
Yeah, I didn't go anywhere. Like, oh, you moved to Sydney,
It's
did
just
you?
wishful thinking.
Yeah, probably. They're like,
Yeah.
please leave.
Like people go, Ben, didn't you fuck off?
Ah, you're back.
Ah.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
I
you're
swear-
alive.
I swear to God, you fucked off. You just fucked the fuck off. And I was like, no, I've been here all day.
I've never fucked up.
And they're like, maybe you should think about it. I think you'd look
Yeah.
great fucking off.
Sydney would be good for you.
Yeah. So maybe they just wish that you were in
Yeah,
Sydney.
maybe they wish I left.
Wish that you were Sydney's problem. You've got a very Tasmanian vibe to you.
You
Right.
do.
Yeah, it's like from the country. No one's come and seen me for a long time, and I live out here by myself. You got that kind of nice little, like a kindly but curmudgeonly hermit.
Yes.
With
Like initially, you like get off my property, but then you warm to them,
and then you show me, you bring me in, you give me some of your weird soup. And,
Yeah, soup. These just cooking over a fire.
yeah. And then you show me old pictures, and I used to be a beautiful dancer.
Yeah. And your wife died.
Yeah,
Are
and that's why.
You're describing Andy Matthews. You're confusing me with Andy.
No, Andy's very city to me.
Yeah, he's a city boy.
He's a city
through and
slicker.
through.
He's
Are you
the
kidding?
Tasmanian one.
No.
No,
He is,
No.
isn't he?
No.
No, he
Do we have a Freaky Friday thing?
He's a city slicker.
He always wears a business suit.
Yeah, I've only ever seen him with a Bluetooth in his ear.
Yeah. To disguise the fact that he's insane.
Big listener of the show, Andy.
Sucked in, Andy.
Yeah, sucked in, Andrew.
We know your truth.
Yeah, Andrew.
Andrew.
We know your full name.
James Matthews.
Got you. I got your number.
I watched it as a
I
child.
don't actually think I've got Andy's number. If
I can give it to you.
Yeah, cool, thank you.
I morphed into a child. Watch this as a 1999 troubled teen.
You morphed in like a 1990s Animorph.
Animorph,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, it was painful, but I got there.
Painful to watch.
I'd give it maybe like four very ripe bananas out of a bunch of 6.
4 out of 6
As a child,
as a teen.
as a teen. Look, people love this show.
Yeah, no.
There's got to be something in that.
I was just confirming.
Yeah, and
I couldn't hear you over Ben laughing at his own joke.
You're younger than these guys
I'm younger than everyone.
were at the time. You're
I'm
younger than the
I'm
young
the youngest
guy.
person in the world.
how many years younger are you?
I'm so young. So yes, I'm younger than the younger one. So Chris is the younger of the two brothers. He was about 30 at the time.
And yes, I mean you.
I'm 28.
So you could do this still.
I won't though.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
still
I'm
acceptable for
I
you to
think
do
I'm a
it,
bit
though.
too sarcastic.
We could do it together. I could be the
No.
old brother and you could be the young brother.
We would be terrible as children entertainers. I'm way too sarcastic, and you are too deadpan. You need a lot more range in your voice.
No, we do it for the post 9/11 world.
Okay, well, give me your children's
Some more
entertainer voice then.
cynical and more, we don't have that open heart that we used to have.
Are you doing it now? Is this how you'd present
Yeah,
to
everything
camera?
is real
Piece to camera?
dark and gritty. Hey, kids, sometimes animals are going to kill you.
But I have to balance you out by being way too bubbly.
Right. Which is what you do. I mean,
Yeah.
that's your online and on mic, on air.
On mic personality, absolutely.
Personality,
Yeah,
yeah.
off air I am
What's mine?
grouchy.
You're a bloody roller coaster of emotions.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, an idiot. That's what I mean.
On mic.
On mic.
Off mic.
You're like a serious man off.
Really?
Yeah,
air.
like a scholar.
Yeah. You're always looking out the window.
Yeah.
I believe it's pronounced scholar.
You're always quoting old books to me.
Yeah. Looking into the middle distance.
Yeah, and you're wearing a cravat. You got a little pipe.
I believe it's pronounced cravat.
Cravat. Lenny.
And Pipe.
I think you'll find it's actually Pipe. I do have a very high IQ, so you probably can't even understand that.
Yeah, I don't know. What does that even stand for, IQ?
It means cool. Means really, really cool.
He's a
Yeah.
very good improviser,
He
and that
is.
was an example of that.
World class.
Not a lot of primate talk on this episode.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
We're looking at the primate. This is something that our friend Tasman and Andy Matthews, and scientists of some description. Andy Matthews, also a comedy writer and performer.
Anyone
stand-up
can be a
comedian and-
scientist these days.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
not
a
anyone.
scientist.
No, you're not.
I did science at school. Psychology counts as a science.
No.
Naturopathy.
It is.
No.
Naturopathy is a science.
Yeah,
no,
they're
it's not.
scientists.
No, they're
Yeah.
not. Not no.
Naturopaths
No.
are scientists.
Get your hand
Homeopathy.
off me.
Anyway, what did Andy tell you?
Well, he says that chimpanzees share about 98% DNA with humans. So to sum up the show, we talk about how much of ourselves we see as a percentage in the primate on screen. This week it's Zoboomafoo.
Zoboomafoo.
Zoboomafoo. And I'm so sorry to the Zoboomafoo fans. Oh my god, that was I glitched in the middle of that one.
Zoboomafoo.
Zoboomafoo fans, I don't mean any offense. I love you, and I love everything about everything.
Yeah.
But how much, Jess, do you see of yourself in Zoboomafoo?
Well, I reckon I touched on this at the beginning when he can't talk until he's had a snack.
Yeah,
That's so me.
that is you.
That is so me.
Yeah. I wonder. Sorry.
I'm going to say like 78%.
I wonder how much he did. Monkeys and apes are kings of mischief,
Yeah.
kings and queens of mischief, lady mischief, and I wonder how much mischief Zoboomafoo or Jovian got up to. During the filming, having that little bastard around somewhere. What is he gonna do?
Because you're a bit bloody cheeky, aren't you?
I'm a cheeky.
You're a
boy,
mischievous boy.
I'm mischievous and not cheeky and mischievous, and I love just jumping around.
Yeah, you love it.
I pop in, jump in, and jump in.
You go,
scoot
hey!
up, hey!
Leave.
I scoot in and I scoot around. And if you got any food, you better give it to me right now. Otherwise, I'll bring in the little elephant boy and it'll get it. So even though I rated the show low, I will have to spray that I think that there is a lot of me in Zoboomafoo.
Yeah.
Okay, but that works even more because I don't like it.
Right.
You know what I
And you
mean?
don't like yourself.
That's right.
right.
Wow.
But if you
Yeah.
could just put a percentage on it, just so Matt can wrap up.
I'm gonna say 85.
Great.
85%.
85%. That's
In
high.
the 85 percentile.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I jump in there,
Yep.
scoot about,
Have a snack.
have a snack, burp. Don't you fucking talk to me.
Do you relate to this at all? So Jovian was. They found Jovian at the Duke Center for.
They
primate.
found him. They found him.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, and he was the one.
What do you do?
He really caught their attention with his
Oh.
personality, natural performer.
They auditioned lemurs.
But isn't that the
That's
weird
weird.
thing? Well, I think that it sounds like almost they got the idea because they saw him. They're like, oh, this guy'd be the star of a show. But that's the weird thing because they really don't use him for very long. Like you said, he bounced around a bit at the start and then a few shots of him bouncing
I
around.
Then
love
again-
the way that lemurs bounce around.
We've
They
only
look
seen
sick.
episode 1.
That's true.
They do bounce and their hands are, yeah.
They got little limp
Oh,
wrists.
so good.
And they just sort of bounce around, look at their tummy boys out.
Apparently, as part of the center's breeding program, Jovian mated with a lemur named Peader.
Fuck yeah.
But
Yeah,
one of
go Jovian.
Yeah.
All right.
they had a kid called Charlemagne, but she had to be taken to a different habitat after Jovian rejected him from the family. group.
Brutal. Jovian.
Dad.
So that's been a bit of a
Because
ongoing
Charlemagne
thread.
wanted to be an
That's
artist.
Jovian was the scum. You were looking for some dirt.
Yeah, I was looking for a
Jovian.
scum dad.
He was a bad
Jovian
dad.
was
And I
bad
found
dad.
it. Bad dad.
We started with a bad dad, and we're gonna end with a bad dad.
Yeah, Matt, I've got you custom number plates that say bad dad.
Bad dad number 1.
That's so good.
That's too many letters.
But honestly,
Really?
Shane, if you
Bad
are
dad.
out there, please get in contact. I miss you, and we all miss you. He apparently brought in 15,000 visitors to the Duke Lemur Center each year.
He did.
Yeah.
That's
He
very...
went
He
around.
went and got him.
He went and got him. He went
Jovian
around.
sounds like a bit of a dick. He's like, I did this. Yeah, these people are only here to see me.
Yeah, all the other lemurs are like, that person's taking a picture of me. Okay.
Okay, have you been on a television show? No. I'm Jovian.
Make sure you use my code.
Everybody's coming to see me. I'm Jovian. Get out of my way, Charlemagne. I reject you.
I assume he was out there flying, He was out there flying.
Ah.
Hey, you want to see some lemurs? Lemurs, what are you doing tonight? You looking to see some apes? Come see these lemurs, dude. These lemurs, they're... He died. He just died.
That was
He's died.
He died
those
flying.
people witnessed
That's what
his
they
5
don't
moments.
see. He died when he was flying for his own shit. He died a bitter. Bitter little
Bankrupt
leader.
little man.
Bankrupt and bitter leader. Showbiz ruined him and ruined his family.
I'd say
Charlemagne!
Charlemagne.
I'm probably the opposite of you, Ben. I reckon I don't see much of me in him at all, but I'd like him.
Because you don't have the showbiz.
I don't have the showbiz.
The
I don't
razzmatazz.
bounce around.
You don't have the razzmatazz that Jovian has. You'll never be anything like me, Matt Stewart. Matt Stewart was Charlemagne.
In
Yeah.
another
Knew it.
life.
Yeah.
So you like him, but you don't see any of
Yeah,
yourself in him.
I'd say about 18%.
18.
Beautiful, beautiful looking lemur though. Love
Beautiful,
that
so
black
cute.
and white. Just a beautiful
Yeah.
bishadal primatal.
Just beautiful.
What we call it.
Bishadal primatal.
And to finish off the show, we normally shout out to a few of our Patreons.
Patreonis.
And they've messaged in to say who their favourite primates are. Normally when you're on, Ben, you read them out in funny voices.
That's wild.
Do you want to do that today? Jess, you got any funny voices you
No.
want to do?
We'll just let Ben do it, I reckon.
We'll let Ben do a car. I want to hear at least one bop funny voice.
What
Or
do
if-
you feel like?
What do you feel? He takes requests.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Michael Caine.
I always do. I do Michael Caine though. I'm
He's so bored.
Do you
of
want
Michael.
it?
Yeah, it's my favourite.
Okay. Jacob Hinkle. My favourite primate from pop culture is Momo, the winged lemur from Avatar, The Last Airbender. My favourite real primate is the pygmy marmoset, smallest animals in the world. I saw them at the Jacksonville Zoo. They used teddy bears for beds.
That was beautiful.
That was very good. What's the next one?
Katie Murphy.
Oh, why don't we meet Katie a bunch at live shows? What a ledge.
What accent do you want in this one?
Katie Murphy. What would Katie Murphy want? Something. Reckon. What have you got? Can you?
She's
do?
a big comedy fan.
Big
If
comedy.
you can do an impression of an Australian comic.
You want Australian coming? I can do a
Sure.
good David O'Doherty.
Yeah, great.
In general, my favourite animals are little things with little hands that eat things with their little hands. So my favourite primate would be any little monkeys that fit that description. However, in popular culture, my favourite primate would be King Julian, the lemur from Madagascar, because of the way he refers to the other animals as pansies.
They're just a bunch of pansies. That's how King Julian says it.
How was that as a
That was
David
very
O'Doherty?
That was
good.
very good. Yeah. And you were playing the Casio
I was
keyboard.
Yeah,
playing
you're
the
good
Casio.
looking.
You got to do that too.
I remember first seeing him just around the traps during a comedy festival and being so surprised at how tall he is because you only ever see him performing sitting down, and then he's walking past. I was like, holy shit, he's huge. He's like 6 foot something.
He's
Anyway.
a tall man.
Yeah, what a day that was.
What about Andreas
talking about it.
Muhlauer?
Cool.
Yeah, what do you have any other what is another celebrity one you do? Do you have any other from screen? Any screen stars? Can you do Gillian Welsh? I'm not even sure who that is.
Who is that?
Is that someone from my personal life? I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Are you all right?
What about? I was trying to say
I'm Gillian Welsh, famous actor that no one knows.
I went. Who's the one from X-Files?
Anderson.
Gillian Anderson.
Gillian Anderson.
No, I can't do Gillian Anderson.
She's got a weird hybrid accent anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you do
Not weird.
Tom Hanks?
Unique.
Tom Hanks. No.
Can you do? What about? Can you do? What about Michael Caine?
Matt's having a stroke.
He
now.
is having a stroke.
Yeah.
I do. How about Jeff Goldblum?
Yes, I love Jeff Goldblum.
My favorite primate is Gunter from Futurama. He's a smart, sassy, and he wears a little hat. Enough said.
That is very good.
That was good.
Yeah, it's great.
Thank you. I haven't done a lot of work on that one, but
That was I could.
your computer is wet.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah, it's got some wetness.
that is not good at all. But that's what you did. Give it a good working over,
Did I?
didn't you?
No, you spilt some water on there.
Oh, I thought it was your sweat.
No.
This has been a weird episode.
That has been
Yeah.
weird.
It's-
It's probably the weirdest. So I'm gonna consider not releasing it.
Really?
Yeah, strongly consider that.
Well, fuck you, man.
Yeah, that hurts a little.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Thanks for your time, but
Yeah, but
I had-
you
it's
just
probably a no
wasted it.
from me.
I had things I could have done today.
Yeah, big
No.
time.
No, you never don't put things out in podcast land. It's
No.
all good enough.
Yeah.
It has been a weird episode though, but it was. I mean, it all came out of the pretty weird show
Yeah.
Zoboomafoo.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You did. I don't think you did a good job.
I didn't do a good
No,
job.
your fans.
Yeah, I don't think Chris and Martin did a good job.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
And emphasis on the boo, Matt.
But remember, much
Zoboomafoo.
better than Totally Wild.
Much better than Totally Wild. I would rather watch a million Zoboomafoos than one Totally Wild.
Yeah.
Now, where can people find you? So this will be going out in this week. Ben, you're going to be at Melbourne Comedy Festival.
I am. Listen to the Grub. That's a podcast. And watch a YouTube called Little Scamps with me and Zave. And that's it. That's all you have to do.
Links to those in the description. But your festival show is apparently very funny.
Apparently. It's called Feel Angst at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival in the last half of the festival. And just search that. FYLLEANGST. It's simple, idiots.
I'll be there. I'll come see it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And Jess,
Pass? Festival pass?
Oh yeah, I'm not paying.
Yeah, cool.
I'm not paying to see that shit.
in past years, you're one of the most past used shows.
I know.
Isn't that
I
fun?
know. It's fun.
You get great big crowds.
Yes, that are.
That don't pay.
Don't pay.
But we support you.
Thank
and
you.
in a way that's more important.
In a way.
So why don't you stop being a little bitch about it?
That's true.
Yeah. Got him. Matt, you were going to ask me the same question.
Yeah. Where can people
You
find
can find
you?
me. I go to the supermarket fairly often.
Is that true?
Yeah, I just
What are you doing down there?
I just always forget. I just don't think ahead enough. So I end up there every couple of days.
Really?
I'm literally going there after this. I gotta go to the supermarket, get stuff for dinner. But you can also find me on our podcast, Matt. Do go on with Dave.
That's right. What's this
Warneke.
week's episode about?
I don't know.
Is it not your one then?
Nah.
It's Dave's one. It was really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
I was hoping you'd know so we could plug it.
Nah.
But it was a very good episode. Was it about a boat?
Was it? I think has that one been out?
That might have already been out.
I don't know.
We had to record a couple in advance because I'm going to Perth after this.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm in Perth right now.
you're in Perth now.
Yes.
You got to go to Perth so quickly that you're in Perth right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
It's a time difference thing. It's confusing.
Yeah.
But they can, yeah. So look for us on Do Go On. Very fun show. What last week's episode was about Lassiter's Gold Reef.
Yeah, that was great. Well done to you, Matt. That was your report.
And then the week before must have been your report.
Yeah, that was Lizzie Borden before
Lizzie
that.
Borden, who killed or question mark.
Allegedly.
Killed her parents.
Mm.
You can
What
also,
a fun time.
Yeah, we have a good time.
when you say it like that. People can find Primates online at PrimatesPod on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And you can find me on Twitter at mattstew_art and mattstewcomedy on Facebook and Instagram. And my website, mattstewcomedy.com/gigs, is where you can find out about shows in Perth right now. This week, come see me in Perth right now. I got Primates beanies there. And also, I'll be going to Adelaide in a couple of weeks, then Brisbane for a week, and then Melbourne for the full month for the Melbourne International Comedy Festival.
Such a
before
busy
going
boy.
to Sydney.
Get a grip.
Yeah.
Get a little monkey grip. And never let go.
Well, that does bring us to the end of the episode. Please do give us a 5-star review if you have the chance. I'm going to start reading out some reviews when I remember to bring them in with me. Probably we'll do that next week when I'm back from Perth. But the way we normally finish the show is with a classic primate-related sign-off that Jess, as you always say on the end of the show. Thanks so much for joining us, Ben. And Jess, thanks for joining us.
See you never, monkey brains.
Oh.
This podcast is part of the Planet Broadcasting Network.
Visit planetbroadcasting.com for more podcasts from our great mates. I mean, if you want. It's up to you.